Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of my UIM series. In the last episode, we did most of the Zaya quest lines, got a whole bunch of stats, over 1,000 total level. I think for this episode, I want to go and do the feud, so I have another method of getting lore runes because we're running kind of low, and I don't really want to be running to the Wildy to get it. We don't have 66 magic to use a magic guild yet either. So we're going to go do that now and then probably start winging it a little bit and see what else we feel like doing. I might do some of the RFD quests next. So yeah, let's go get this done. Grrr. Okay, that is the feud done, which gives us 15k Thieving XP. And I believe, 44 Thieving, nice. I believe that unlocks the Rogues minigame. Okay, so let's go do that and unlock the runes. Okay, so we just finished talking to the Blackjack seller in Polnovich and Audrey in Varrock, the one that sells runes. So now, if we come back over to Ali Morrisane, we can now buy Blackjacks, and we can also do the runes, both buy non-elemental. So I think from now I'm going to buy 50 more laws. I think now what I'm probably going to do is go back to questing, and because we're in the area, I'm probably going to do some more recipe for disaster, I think, so we'll go do that. Okay, so we are starting off with General Warface and Bent Nose, and we need a purple die for this part, which I believe there is one somewhere around here. There we go. So yeah, there's a purple die spawn just here, so you don't need to make one of the other colours. And then to get our charcoal, we've come right over here near Tybo One Eye. You can trade Jim Newer, buy one charcoal, and then to get the fishing bait, we're going to go to Port Sarim, and the way we're going to do that is games teleport to pest control. And then from pest control, we can charter straight over to Port Sarim and go get this quest done. Again, this is just another cutscene that I really love. So we're just shaking in the corner, basically pissing ourselves. And Mud Knuckles is peeling himself off the wall. But it worked. That's great. No! Oh, we accidentally ate the orange. We gotta go get another one now. Okay, note to self, use knife on orange. Slice it. Okay, we're gonna use the slot. And that is another part of RFD done. Oh nice, we've got 20 farming out of that, great. So yeah, I think we're gonna do another one now. We will do Pirate Pete, where is he? There we go. Okay, so we can't dive with the cat, but because we have runes now, we're just going to teleport to the POH. And then we will put our cat in the pet menagerie with the Phoenix. So there you go. So during this part of the quest, we need to kill some crabs to get some crab meat. But I'm also going to try and get 2 collection log items. So there's a crab claw and a crab shell. I think if you kill the smaller level 21s, it is a 1 in 16 drop rate. And if you kill the bigger ones, it's a 1 in 8. Yay, we got the fresh crab shell. So that's 1 out of the 2. So with this, you can use a chisel on it and make a crab helmet. But we're just going to leave it here because we don't need to do that. Oh, nice. Back to back. And that is the fresh crab claw. So we are done with the collectibles here. Yeah, so I think with that, if I still had the pirate's hook, you can use it on it to make something, but we don't. And we don't need it. And then we're going to be super careful to not eat that and to use it on Pirate Pete. Okay, and we are done with that part. We've got 4 left to do, and we are going to do the dwarf now. So, where is he? There's the little guy. Okay, that is the dwarf done. We've got 3 left. We've just got 16 Slayer out of that, and we are going to do the Evil Dave part now, because that is the last part we can do with the requirements we have. Okay, so we need to get a few stews to do this quest, and the way I used to do this before was buying them singularly from the, I think, pub in Falador, I'm not sure. No, pub in Sears, I think, is the one where you can talk to the NPC and buy them in singularly, but you have to keep going through the dialogue. Whereas now we could just use our fairy ring, take the cart system, and come down here to the pub in Shazian. And I believe you can buy stews in sets of 5. That way it just saves world hopping and going through so much dialogue just to get a few stews. So if we, why is there doors everywhere? If we trade Oswald, there we go, 5 stews. And they sell for 20 coins each. So we're going to buy 5. Upworld, buy another 5. I think I'm going to go for probably 12. I mean, we don't really need that right now. We can drop that if we need to. Let's do 10. Let's see how we do with 10. Yeah, next thing we need to do is get the cat out of the PLH. And as you can see, the way I'm doing this is the amount I've tried, I'll put in there. That I've tried it, but it's not right. Once I find the correct amount, I'll write it down here, and we'll just remember it that way. I didn't even realise, but we now have the Hellcat. I don't know why the Hellcat's such an easy pet to get, but it's always been one of my favourites. It just looks so cool. Okay, and we've run out of spices, so we're going to go back to Shazian and buy a few more. I probably only need 2 or 3 more, but I'm going to buy 5 anyway. But yeah, so far we've got the amounts for yellow, orange, and red. It's just brown now. Okay, so right click the stew, use it on Evil Dave, and Evil Dave is now free. Okay, nice, we've got 7,000 cooking XP. And 2 council members left. That puts us on 49 cooking. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do next is level up Thieving, just because I need to level 50 anyway to get the Rogue's outfit. But also at some point we're going to do Desert Treasure, and that requires 53 Thieving. But yeah, if we go to our chest as well, we now have up to Adamant Gloves, which we're not going to use at all. By the time we start using gloves from here, it's probably going to be when we have Barrows anyway, and Train Slayer later on. So yeah, I'm going to go do some thieving, and I think what I'm going to do for thieving is go to Hesidius, probably do fruit stores, until we can do bandits, which is, oh, it's level 53. Okay, so we'll probably just stay at fruit stores till we hit 53 anyway. I don't think it's worth changing over. I mean, we could do the bearded Polnivi and bandit at 45, maybe. Okay, so we finally found an empty world. I have decided I'm only going to go to 45, and then I'm going to change, but all we're going to do is keep running between. And you don't really run out of energy, because every so often you'll get a strange fruit which recovers up to 30 run energy, and everything else will just be dropping. Okay, and that is 45 thieving. So yeah, we can go rob some bearded bandits in Pornovich, I think. So yeah, we're gonna go to Alcarid and get a blackjack. Damn it, forgot to put the cat back. We'll do that next. Okay, so we're gonna lure this bandit over here. He's got a beard, so this should work. And what we're going to do is knock out, and pickpocket should cancel him from attacking us. But every so often, if we do get the knockout, we should be able to get 2 pickpockets. There we go. And we're just going to rinse and repeat till we hit level 50, I think. Okay, and then when we're super low on health, like now, for the food, we are going to run up to this pub here, and you can trade this barman and buy, I think it's 10 wines at a time. Oh, 13. Nice. So we're going to buy those. Oh, God. Okay, and then we'll buy the last one. And yeah, we're just going to continue with this. And there's level 55 strength. So we're back at the sand crabs. We got 64 total combat with total level 1110, and I managed to get 50 defense and 55 strength. We've got a few more clue caskets, so we're going to go open those in the POH, I think, and then we will get back to finally getting those thieving levels that we were trying to do. Oh yeah, I forget we can just POH tally now. Right, let's see what we get. Yeah. Hey, we got 2 in that one. I'm not sure if we've already got that. We'll check in a second. Okay, let's get rid of some stuff. Hey, nice again. Awesome. Okay, let's go store these in the POH. I feel like we've already got the Saurodom in legs. Yes, we've already got that one. We can store those. Just out of curiosity, that AUX for 74k. Might drop it to someone. I've just stopped by here to buy some more runes as well. I don't think they go up in value. They're 300 coins, and they're still 300 coins, so we're going to buy 100 of those. And there's 47 thieving. 48. 49. Okay, and there is level 50. I think we're pretty much done here because now we've unlocked the Rogue's Den, which we're not going to do yet because we need an empty inventory. But we can also do the new method in Varlamore, which is rob houses and wealthy citizens. So I think we're going to switch over to that till we get to 53 thieving. Okay, and we've got an easy clue casket. So let's see what we get. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so the method that I'm going to be using to do most of my thieving training is using Primo over here. So we're going to travel with Primo to Varlamore. And once we're in Varlamore, I think we just run over here to the south a little bit. And this is basically the newest thieving method, which is not the best XP wise, but it makes things a lot more AFK and easier. So you've got these wealthy citizens, which you can pickpocket, but we're going to wait for this child, Leo, to distract someone, which usually takes about a minute. Okay, now that he's distracted someone, just going to click once and it will auto pickpocket, which we're getting 96 XP per pickpocket. We're getting these coin pouches for GP, and we'll get some house keys, which we can use later.
Okay, so we've got a bunch of these valuables now, 1,340. If we talk to this guy over here, we can actually trade these in for some GP. Nice. Okay, we are done with this for a little bit, I think. Okay, guys, and on that note, I think we'll be wrapping up this episode. Here's the stats where we're at currently. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I think what I'll quickly do is head back to the sand crabs so we're ready for the next video. So I quickly just want to apologize if there's a change of my voice. It's because I got a new microphone, and at the time of editing this video, I realized there was just a bunch of bullshit going on in the background.